And once more we march. That goes right there. YouTube music, some music with no copyrights. Okay, and cleaning my glasses. Okay, I wanted to check that, but okay. Well, let's go. Um, so we are going to make a current wave UI indicator, which is going to tell the players which wave actually is playing, and a next wave indicator, which is going to tell. Uh, Actually, I don't remember what I wanted to do with that, but um, we're going to do a make a current wave UI indicator. that's that's already enough. And by the way, so let's open our lobby scene, which is our game scene and everything. Yeah. Okay, and now let's go take a look at. Oh well, it's not in this scene. I'm a fucking stupid. Sorry. Game UI scene. Where we go doing game UI basically. Have Okay, so we're just going to change this text a little bit. Um, Easy, guess. Spawner info. Just start just changing the. This looks bad, basically. That's what I mean. So let's make something that looks a bit better. 5, okay. And then with the text, let's change it for. Yeah, I deleted the message. Okay. Okay, player to start wave, and likewise it looks a bit better. And we're going to do something like this is not disappearing for some reason. So spawner info UI when the wave starts. So not happy about that. Uh, okay, and I'm going to add something like uh, change player count if we've started. And do we have? Yeah, do we have on wave I started. Player contested active force. Okay. Is it cold? When? Wave has started RPC. Makes sense. Okay. I want to do something that looks a bit better than just appearing, disappearing. So, basically, oh yeah, also, if so we're going to add two things. private void disappear. And yeah, we're going to use dotwin. Of course we are. Um, take a look right there. Oh, okay. Gamification of Reddit is going to get my soul. Hi, welcome to the welcome to the stream. My mic is on this time. Well, just present yourself in the chat if you want. And if you have any questions about what the fuck I'm doing, just just ask. Um, so yeah, and same thing there, disappear. And basically, what we're going to do is on awake like private vector free initial pause and private vector free well, we don't, we'll see anyway. So when we disappear we want player counter dot transform dot do move y, and n value is going to be y plus player control. Maybe we should maybe we should cache that. So private rect transform player kun rec, and just cache that right there like that. And now when I'm doing my do move, oh, set is in back, can't complete, set active, initial pause, absolutely not. Just set active force. Size delta dot y. So it goes, well, plus 50. Okay, it's like that. We're pretty sure it's going to go. Do move, and now we're going to do something like private void appear. And for this one, we're just going to do player counter dot transform dot do move y initial pause. Basically, yeah, okay. And before we call that, let's do this true. Okay. Okay, and up here is going to show right there. If player counter dot disappear, let's go, something like that. Yeah, it should do everything we want, basically. I love the twin, because yeah, it takes a lot of lines to do that in the twins. It's not the most optimized library, not the easiest to use. It's not more efficient, but it's good in every aspect. Not the best, but good everywhere. And I mean, that's what I want. I don't want a library that's really easy to use and has no performances, or a library that has a lot of performances but is going to triple my time of development. Why? The reason why I'm using those libraries is to save time, and yeah, that's all. Um, so, okay, that's already a great improvement. Disappear, so it doesn't show when there's no player left. And I guess that we're going to do something more. Space, serialize field, private, game object, wave counter, serialize field, private, text mesh pro wave text. And here we see that we might need some, well, we might need some reworking, cause this is shit. Uh, so logic is right there, but I'm going to do something with disappear and everything. So Alt Enter, Alt right click. Action. And can't I just extract that to class? Bro, okay, who cares? So public class. Um, well, nah. I mean, who cares? So let's rename that to hide player count. Show player count. And right there, what I'm going to do is on wave started, show wave count, basically. Okay, and my show wave count is going to show right there, private show wave count, is going to be quite similar to this one. So wave counter, okay, wave counter. Wave text is going to be spawner dot binded spawner. Wave number dot value. Certainly not. Okay, wave and wave counter transform.doMove y set is incomplete. Nah, I don't want to do something incomplete. Thank God. Okay, and initial pause should be the same, and then private void hide wave count, and it's going to be like wave counter try move set is incomplete. And yeah, that's pretty great. and this one we're going to call it when the wave has finished. So spawner on wave has ended, hide wave counter, and we've got shoe. We need the wave has ended, and so we're going to need to do some little bit of duplication right there, doing wave stopped RPC and on wave has ended, and this should be called wave 1 GG stop wave. Okay, and send the RPC right there. There's a lot of things going on, but it's on 2 frames. I guess it's okay. I guess it's okay. Let's get back. I think it's okay. I can compile, go into Unity, and just duplicate my player count screen for a wave count screen, and the feature will be in. As easy as that. That's not a lot, but it's actually going to tell the players where they are at. Like, okay, the wave has started. It's wave 5, wave 10, and gives indication of what's really going on. So that's why I've added let's do UX, not a lot, because I guess that's the only UX thing we're going to do today. So yeah, basically, but you know, one UI task sometime is when UX task sometime is is good enough already. Mm. Okay, so let's duplicate this. So it's exactly the same, not really, but okay, and let's go wave count, number of wave, like that. Let's go there, game object, wave text, and let's initiate that like that, and initiate that like that. So, okay, and remove this, and let's test it in solo, test it in multiplayer, and if it works in both, we can go for the next feature. And I mean, for me, it's the best way of making stuff with networking, I guess. So it should be a bit smooth, bit. You don't have the right to do any comment right there. I'm stupid. I just forgot to. You see, initial pause. Yeah, but so initial pause equals player can transform the position, and now it should work a bit better because it was 0, and yeah. You see why you test in solo? Because those bugs don't really require 25 minutes to test in multiplayer when they already don't work in solo. I'm not saying dev the solo game first. I'm saying dev like you would dev multiplayer, but in solo to test in solo. But it's like you would dev multiplayer, not something else. Nilu. Mm. It's not a lot, but there is a small animation, and I'm going to die, pretty sure. But oh, there's no ending of death. Oh, I'm surprised. That's on the roadmap though. It disappeared. You get back. You've got the instruction, and it disappears. That's kind of good. Now, on Awake, I'm going to play for both hide, because, well, like that I got the animation on the first. So hide and hide wave count. And now I want to add one more instruction, which is going to go to be get back to the village. So I could make a system way smarter than this one. It's not by being smart that you release games. So indication, get back to village, and get back to village text. No more than that. And we can do exactly the same thing, duplicating again. No, it's I'm stupid. At some point I refactorize everything, but for now, a bit goofy, right? Uh, how could they do that, by the way? Because, well, since it's always the same animation, let's just not do that. Okay, okay. Let's try to be a bit smart because it's a pain right now. Not making a class, but show wave counts. Okay, and then we're just going to modify the. I actually have show before. I know I'm refactoring. I shouldn't. Or I should. I don't know. Sometimes people tell me dot refactor. Sometimes they tell me refactor. You know, game objects dot ref. No, that work. Current panel go. Oh, got expired, right? Oh, and now it's hide panel show panel, and I know it can be painful to. I prefer to do it this way. Hide panel, and going to do first was the player counter, and now it's going to be hide panel wave counter, and now hide panel get back to village. And now here, hide panel player counter, show panel wave counter. hide panel, wave counter, show panel, get back to village. And now here we also got not there. Mm, okay, like that. Show panel player counter, hide panel, get back to village. Okay. And here, hide panel player counter, and show panel, get back to village. I mean, and then we could maybe do something with the game manager when. So it could be more than spawner UI. It could be game state UI, and we're not going to do that this way. Game state UI, and you see, I said I'm not going to do a lot of UX, but I find a way to get 10 more minutes of UX. So that's good. And should be synchronized and everything, because all of those events, the UI is local, so no synchronization whatsoever, and everything is called once on event. So one transaction only. I'm pretty happy with the results. And yeah, later on, when I get some event like being in village, I get the instruction on top like do shopping and go to wave and but for now, yeah, that's not. Mm, got some UI elements to drag and drop in Unity. It's compiling. I'm going to restart Unity after this because you know Unity memory leaks and everything. You need to restart Unity like every day, I think. If you don't, yeah, your life is going to be a mess. Or at least Unity is going to be a mess. Game UI scene. Works as well, right? What the fuck is with this music? I don't want it to speak over me. Okay, I know you've got no copyright, but don't start speaking on my behalf. Hmm. But you know, that's the power of DoTwin. Right now, I animated some UI, zero effort, no coroutines, no math, no curves, no, just DoTwin, 5 minutes. And the good thing with DoTwin is that it one and the only thing the AI does right. So um, or at least not bad. It's it knows how to use the API of DoTwin. So player to start wave. Go wave. Zero. Huh. Don't have the right value, but let's try it a bit more. Okay, I lose. Get back to village. Do shopping. I think. I feel like I I should um like voice act those things for the release. Okay, I'm to the village. I'm doing shopping now. Let's go. Player, press to start wave one. Wave one. Okay. So there are two ways of fixing that. The first one would be to be smart. The second one would be to be like that. These kind of people, not like it works. It's UI. Doesn't touch the gameplay. Doesn't so good enough. And I guess we could add one more. Hmm. I guess we could add one more. I really want to voice act it now. Like wave one, wave two. And I could do. You'd be surprised how many samples I would be motivated to to recall. Like maybe 1,000. For you, I'd do that. For you, I'd do that. Whoever is watching, actually. So, do I had something? Okay. You know what? I'm going to show this one to start. Show panel. It's going to be shown to begin with. And, well, hide. And, you know what? Because it returns like, no, it doesn't work. Oh yeah, it does. Twinner core. What if I do, what do we get if I do var a equals, I have something. I think I get a twinner or something like that. So if I return, yeah, let's go. And you know what's going to happen? I can do something like that. Hide panel wave counter, show incomplete, show panel wave counter. I thought I would have this nice animation at the beginning. I mean, well, yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, so next, this is done. Oh, got to do new. We had 28:01. Time goes by. Yeah. So. Oh yeah, a lot of things I did yesterday. Actually, that's the 27, and this is the 26, basically. Made a mistake, and this is 28. So Monday Tuesday, Wednesday. Let's go. Yeah, the project is going, I guess. Um, and 47 hours left. It's like spending an hour, half an hour, time to time, depending on when I got time to stream. Now we're going to work on some nice features. Spell upgrades. So, was thinking about three different upgrades for the spell, and let's make. I want to make the UI first, uh, because well, I like to do that. So not the in-game menu. Okay, okay, in-game menus. So we've got the attribute shop, which I wanted to change actually because this doesn't make sense. So let's make it a bit. Uh-huh. I did. Oh, I did. So let's make it smaller, I guess. Like 540. And let's make it okay and 1 and minus 15, and this one 1 and 15, 15, 15, like that, and try to make them a bit bigger, like 600. Okay, looks better, definitely a bit tighter. Uh-huh. And let's center that. Well, I could just, you know, center that. So 0. Easier to center, right? The cancel buttons. This one should be validation. Cancel should they go do something, I guess. Attribute shop. Close. Okay, I'm just going to add a method to close. Yeah, I'm going for the new system, but I'm looking at how I did the first one. And binder on something with buttons, validates, cancel button, cancel changes, and well, we should just close the UI, right? Oh, maybe not. Surely, I'm not for that. Let's not do that. I am thinking loud. Um, so let's make a new one, which is going to be the oh shit, which is going to be the spell shop. Spell shop panel. Okay. So let's we'll improve the UIs later. Don't worry. Um, spell upgrades shop. Okay. So on the left, there's going to be a selection of spells that are equipped. So it's going to be like titled subpanel equipped spell, equip spells. In the content, I'm going to add all the equip spells, so one at the moment, but we'll change that later on. Maybe having the possibility to buy slots and stuff. And you see like that, you can see your money left on the top, and yeah, money left. I mean, on the other one we had this UI about money left and everything, but right now it's going to be you buy the upgrade, you buy the upgrade. I mean, for stats, it's great to see, like in Dark Souls, but well, you want to make an upgrade, you make an upgrade. If you misclick, you misclick. Don't be sad. So this part about the validation is going to be way more like that. This sub panel is going to disappear, meaning the this one is going to be same size as this one, so 850. Okay, and starts. Something weird happening, right? One -55. Wrong one. This one. -55. Okay, great. Looks good. So let's do that. Equipped spells panel, and yeah, that's already a great shop. You can buy spells, can you can upgrade your spells, and then I guess we'll do the buy spells shop and like a shop to buy and equip spells and resell your spells and stuff like that. And maybe you'll have an inventory, like no, the like an inventory with the actual equipped spells, the spells to in your inventory, and you can sell them and equip and stuff like that, like the forge. So you can't do anything on your character during the game, during the loop, during the fight in the arena, but once you get back in the village, you just gear up and stuff like that. Think I'm going also to do a blacksmith for where you can upgrade your gears. No, just sell or buy gears, and that's it. And maybe later some more features, but for the first version, I mean, those menus are enough. So, uh-huh. So it's not the start menu now. It's more of available upgrades. We'll have to think about what the fuck is available upgrades. Okay, so each spell is going to have a set of available upgrades, basically. So we already got this little... Now that I got this base UI, I want to think data. And so in terms of data, I've got this ability data, which is the slash and everything. And it got the VFX, it's got everything which attribute scales with and stuff, and at some point we'll introduce pop-ups to know what the fuck is happening, but pop-ups to know spells, so you can inspect your spells and stuff like that. It's going to, you see, lot roadmap, right? But that's the to-do for demo one to do. And I don't know if we managed to NPC shop owners, right? Right after that, and we'll see. I'm quite hyped by the boss rounds. I think round 5, round 10, 15, each fifth round is going to be like round with boss fights. So you get some VFX hitting the ground at some places, trying to kill you, but with predictable patterns. Like it's going to have to be polished a bit to work with enough player int. But yeah, so this kind of levels to change a bit the game, and yeah, that's already something more. And with the map that's going to change and everything, it's going to look quite good with a lot of features. Um, so let's go with that. Hmm. Okay, so see a lot of data, and I guess now what we need is to think. Just think. Yeah. I mean, um, you know what? Time to do a bit of refactor as well. So create asset menu. Let's take basically the same thing as right there, and it's going to be ability data. No, it's going to be public class slash ability data, and this is an upgrade that's going to allow us to have multiple variation of the slash ability data, which means we are going to be able to loot different levels of slash ability data. So if your base stat is 2-4 in terms of damages, but it's for the common one, but maybe the epic one is going to be 7-10. And since upgrades are going to be multipliers applied above the base stat, the base damages, it's going to matter a lot if you have an epic boon. So that's great. I love that. I love that. Which makes this public virtual player ability, public override, which removes, because we don't care about that anymore now. do we? Oh, I love the deleting code. Did I tell you that already? But so player ability. Okay. Get new player ability. Okay. So it's kind of generic because on the other side we need something generic, but then we do a cast and that's okay. That's one cast. Just one cast. It's okay. It's okay. Not too much. So here we're just going to return null because you're not supposed to have a basic ability. And no, no, it's not base. It's return new player ability slash what? Wait, stupid. Return new. Like that's easier. I don't know what I'm doing. Sometime life. Okay, and why am I doing that? Because the slash is going to be unique, and there'll be unique upgrades, and that's the main thing. So anything you can upgrade. There is the vampirism, the scaling, the base critics, and I think those should be related to the level of the spell. So spell level upgrade. This is going to be a base stat, right? So CLS field private int spell level. Yeah, we iterate at 1 here. And right there, spell level, right? Um, so everything there is going to be protected now. And for now, we're going to do something really simple, which is going to be level scaling. But later on, we'll add the possibility to get different values for, well, we can already float level scaling, and I guess let's put a value of 0.01, so you get 1% upgrade on all of the things by levels of, well, let's go 5%, 5% upgrade. Makes more sense. 5 is a good number. It's always a good number. If you base everything on 5, it's going to work. Absolutely not. But it's easy to count. It's easy to count. Not with percentages though. Okay, so here I'm going to add a few things. So guess if I just do the params again, it's going to be in the same place. I don't know actually. Angle range doesn't mean anything. Shooting angle, directionality. Let's see. So it's going to be between 0 and 1. So right now it's 0. Well, how can I make this work? It's going to be the angle around. Yeah, that works. 0 means it's total angle, 1 means it's straight direction, and any other value as well. So directionality between 0 and 1, we can make it slider already. Range 0, 1. Okay, and so it's 0 basically on this spell, and if you upgrade the directionality, it's going to go more and more straight. Okay, then we could have, so global level scaling. I don't like actually this level scaling. I think shouldn't exist. I mean, your spell could be any levels. You just have to watch the stats and we'll have to make nice pop-ups for you to compare, but later. For now, there is a mage. Mm, yeah. So the actionality I wanted to upgrade base damages as well and stuff. So how do I design the upgrades now? Well, I don't have a clue. I'm thinking about Enium, but yeah. Okay, so before we do that, we've got to think about the attack manager. We got equipped ability, which is there, equipped abilities, and those are the data. So we need to check the equipped abilities data and then to bind stuff, and we need a class to upgrade. We need a class to upgrade our abilities. Mm. Eniums are great, but they're actually not that great. But I think I'm going to stop for today. But main idea I've got, because it's already 1 hour and I don't have really more time today. But the idea I have, and it's to meditate until next time. Public class, absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. And we're going to do upgradable statistic, and it's going to be a template class like that. Fuck you, with fuck AI. And we're going to add a public enum, which is going to be a E upgradable statistical type, which is kind of scaling value. Well, scaling value, crits, range, scale, projectile speed. Okay, and directionality. Almost. And here we're going to have two things like a private upgradable statistic type and the private t value, and all of those are going to become that basically, so serializable. And well, I think that's the good way to go for it. And so we'll add an helper method that just, you'll have an upgrade class that's going to track how many times you've upgraded everything, and it's just going to go through and, you know, add 5% by 5% for each stuff and just return the right value. And I think that's good. The script table object is not going to store the value, but it's going to do the calculation and all those calculations. So we've got separation, and that's great. I'm saying, okay, I want you the mages, and it has been upgraded 25 times. Okay, you did 1,000 damages, and that's it. That's just the dynamic I want, and I think it's good. You see, it took me 15 minutes to think about it, but I'm happy with the results. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to try to stream a bit more than today. Hopefully, I'll have some meetings as well, so I'm not going to stream all day, but maybe 4 hour stream during the day, 4 hours, something like that. And yeah, and we end up at 46 hours 30 left. And a quick update on the Steam page, Steamworks, Steam Steamworks. How close are we from them accepting, basically? Yeah, show me the dashboard, please. Dashboard. We need some informations. Okay. And yes, they validated yesterday morning. So now I can make the page. Good things are happening. Um, See ya.